So now, when I want you to, we're thinking more in business terms. And so now, just as, just in any other part of your life, when you think about something that you wanted to do or try or create, and, you decided to go for it, and it worked out. Can you think of a time like that?
When I was a teenager, my friend Jeremy and I decided that we wanted to go spend the day in Canada, Vancouver. Gosh, I was like 17. We scrounged up like under $20, right at $20. We drove up there and we were able to go to Stanley Park, ride the trolleys. Came back with like $7 in our pocket. We were there for a full 24 hours.
And you managed to eat and get gas and do everything?
Do everything we needed.
Okay. Good, now to wave the gas handle over the car would cost $20. So let's go ahead and get a sense there. Now sometimes when we're thinking about thinking about environment, we're thinking about the energy and the feeling of the, where you kind of find yourself. So close your eyes, think about that experience. And what was the atmosphere, the energy like?
We were bored in a rut and wanted to do something new and exciting and have a little bit of an adventure. And crossing the border seemed like the thing to do.
Okay. And then new, exciting, cross borders. Okay, good. And so you were in the car, driving up, and what was the feeling in the car?
Oh, we were in such a good mood. We were ecstatic. We had the music going and singing and told stories about our lives and each other and talked about our friends. We had a really wonderful drive up there.
Okay. Great. And then you said you went to all these different places. So was there one word you've used? Did you have a sense of freedom?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a no holds barred kind of attitude.
All right. So you were talking about, now we're stepping on behaviors, and you were talking about, you're in the car, you're driving up, you're telling stories, and so it seems like there's this like open communication feeling.
Oh yeah.
Did you feel like you were free to talk about anything?
Oh yeah, Jeremy was my best friend at the time, and everything was safe and confidential, and could say what you were truly thinking.
Okay. What else did you feel like you were able to do that you couldn't normally do in that situation?
Relax and be myself.
Okay. Okay. Any other thoughts as we're thinking about things that are being said, done, like the feelings in your body,
It was really laid back and
Okay.
there was no stress. There was no clock to punch. We didn't have to be back, for about 24 hours
Okay.
because he had to work.
All right, good. All right. And let's step on capabilities. Now, when you were thinking about what you were able to do and the sense of freedom, how was that different than what you were normally experiencing?
Well, we all have our responsibilities, things that we're required to do, should do.
Okay.
And it was nice to step away from that and not have the pressures of looking for a job, because I was looking for work at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with personal matters and stuff, and just be able to leave it all behind.
Okay. So what was one of the things? So one of the things you were leaving behind were pressure, and
Yeah.
responsibility. Okay, great. Now let's step up here. Now, how important do you think that experience was for you? As far as how do you think that was a great day? But when you think about the value that experience would bring to your life,
Well, to trust that what you're doing is right. We didn't really have, if anything went wrong, we wouldn't have had any money, and we wouldn't have had to call our parents to come and rescue us. But that everything was going to turn out great, and we were going to have a good time, and no worries and no doubts.
okay. Okay. And I'm going to play a little game with you as you think about this experience. And you could go into that experience and you think about it now. Okay, just close your eyes, think about it. What do you think the success of this experience, if you wanted to follow the success that this could lead to, what would have been the next success that was able to happen because of this?
Because I was able to trust myself and take a leap of faith. I immediately got a job in the next state over, living on a ski resort, and I'd have to say I had the time of my life there.
Okay. All right, so this is almost like a practice trip for leaving home.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll think of it that way now. Instead of crossing state lines with my baby daughter. Okay, and all right, I think anything else, any other thoughts about how this, enhanced your beliefs about yourself or what was possible?
We've always talked about how the universe provides and that if it's right, it works out. And I guess that's like the first real example.
Okay.
Because it did.
Okay. All right, and then go ahead and step on to identity. So when you're on that trip, back home, you were somebody who was struggling,
Yes.
trying to figure stuff out. And on the trip, who did you get to be that you couldn't be at home?
Well, Jeremy had never been to Vancouver, so I was the expert.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I knew about the parks, I knew about the trolleys, I knew about downtown.
Okay.
And I was able to show him around town and be the tour guide.
Had you thought of that before?
No.
Okay, cool. And now, let's step back to that spirituality. And in the big picture of things, I'm going to kind of step behind you over here. And just as a little note, I don't like stepping over people's papers. So I'm going to come around here and talk to you a little bit this way. When you think in terms of the bigger picture, and the meaning of this experience in the bigger picture, how does this support you in your spiritual purpose or mission? Because when you said a trust of the universe that will provide.
Yeah, and that trusting that gut feeling and being able to draw off your own experiences and knowing that they're reliable.
Okay, so close your eyes and focus on your heart again for a second. And really think about this experience and how it, do you think if you were able to help other people have this feeling of faith and trust and be able to, stretch go out of their comfort zone a little bit, do you think that would be beneficial to others?
I do, and I feel like I do that in my own group of friends and people I associate with. I have moved cross country a couple of times with family and by myself, and it's given me a experience of self-confidence, and I know that people wish that they could do that in their own lives as well.
Okay.